This is a free lesson from the Photography Masterclass, which has over 20 hours of amazing content to help you become a better photographer. And if you like this video and want to take better photos, click on the link in the description to get an amazing discount. Now you know how changing your aperture, shutter speed, and ISO can affect the brightness of your photos. But how can you even tell before taking a photo if it's going to be exposed properly or not? That's what your camera's exposure meter is all about. Where is this light meter? If you look inside the viewfinder of your camera, you should see a scale at the bottom going from negative numbers to positive numbers. Typically, it is from -3 to +3. You may also see this on the top of your camera in the display near the shutter release button, or you may see it on the back screen of your camera depending on what display mode you're using. Usually there is a line or a dot that moves from left to right along this scale. Depending on your composition, what you're looking at through your lens, and the settings and lighting around you, this line will move around. A beginner's goal is to get that line in the center for a balanced exposure. If the line is on the left side of the 0 in the middle, then your photo might be slightly underexposed. If the line is on the right, you may be overexposed. The numbers of the scale signify how many stops of light are under or overexposed. So using your knowledge of the exposure triangle, such as f-stops, ISO, or shutter speed, you can change your camera settings to move that line to the middle of the scale, achieving a good, proper exposure. Here we are back with William, and I'm using my camera light meter now to tell me whether it's exposed properly or not. Right now at 1/160th of a shutter, f9.0 and ISO 400, it's a little bit too bright according to the light meter in the camera. When I half press the shutter, I can see the little line beneath that graph pop up between 1 and 2 on the right side of that middle point. So if I want to decrease the brightness and make it more properly exposed according to my camera, I can increase the shutter speed. And as I do that, the line goes towards the middle. If it's completely underexposed or completely overexposed, the line might not even appear on this little graph. It might show up as a little arrow to the left or to the right beneath -3 or beneath +3. So that's where I am right now. My settings are crazy, 1/1000th of a second for my shutter, f22. So if I decrease my shutter speed, so making it slower and letting more light in, at some point we can see the little line on the bottom of the graph get up to -3, then 2, then 1, and all the way up to perfect exposure according to my camera. Is the light meter always right though? Not always, depending on how you want your photos to look. What if you want your photo to be a bit bright? Or maybe you want a photo that is mostly dark with just a single point of light. In these cases, the camera's light meter will tell you that your photo is going to be over or underexposed. Just like many of the rules of photography, using a camera's light meter is only a tool. It's up to you as the artist to use it to help you take better photos. So go ahead, practice taking some photos and using the exposure meter to see how it properly or not properly exposes your photos. There's also a way that you can change how your exposure meter reads the scene, and that topic is coming up in the next video. Thanks again for watching this free lesson from the Photography Masterclass. We hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, we have the full class ready and available for you to watch right now. So if you want to take better videos, click on the link in the description to get an amazing discount. The original Photography Masterclass was taken by over 150,000 amazing students who have gone on to become professional photographers and win photography competitions using the skills learned in the class. And this class is a complete redo that is better than ever with more content that will help you take better photos. Again, if you like this video and you want over 20 additional hours of lessons and content just like this that will help you take better photos than ever before, click on that link in the description and enroll in the class. We can't wait to see you inside.